Okay, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the channel called Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome. I'm Bruce. I'm Uncle Bruce, unshaved today, so apologize for that. At that time, there's so much going on right now. It's unbelievable, kids. There are opportunities here where you can make some money, and I want to get to that as quick as I can. Thank you all for joining me here. Thank you all for hitting the thumbs up button today. Thank you for those of you who are hitting the poll question. You're taking the poll question today. The question is whether or not the shares of Sofi are going to break $20 a share in 2024 this year. Can it happen? Will the shares run up? They're at $8 right at the moment, 801, something like that. Can they go to 20 this year? There are 78 of you who have voted now. Oh, it looks like 80. They're coming in like crazy here. 53% are saying I don't think so. 47% saying yeah, I think the shares will break $20 this year. I am of the opinion that the shares can and will break $20 this calendar year, but I'm also even more optimistic than that. We might hit a new all-time high before the year is out. The awareness of the street of what is actually happening with SoFi is they don't know. I mean, analysts are so short-sighted out there and so off the mark with their ridiculous prognostications, if that's the word. We had a sell recommendation yesterday hit the wires from was it JP Morgan? This individual should be terminated immediately for complete incompetence. This guy's, I think it's a guy. The reasoning the person used was that they said something like that they weren't confident in the bank's predictions of profitability and compounded earnings over the next several years based on the economies, because even the bank itself, they said, the analyst said, well, SoFi themselves is saying that the economy is going to slow down. So how could they possibly make money and grow their business like they are? And so we say sell now. So sell at $8, really. Sell at $8. The very week the company announced its first profit in its history, and it exceeded the profit estimate. It didn't meet projections. It beat on the top line and the bottom line, grew their memberships to almost 8 million, and came out and said, yeah, we think there might be some interest rate cuts coming up and there'll be some slowdowns in the economy. But for us, we're at economies of scale. Every time we add a new member, we make more money. And the money we're making now is now being made at a higher rate of profit margin. Our profit margins are growing. This is the hidden jewel in SoFi that these analysts are just not able to put in their stupid little pea-sized brains. If your margins improve, that means every dollar of potential profitability isn't 5 cents in profit, it's 12 cents in profit, or 22 cents in profit, or 35 cents in profit. The very thing that has made Apple stock for the last 10 years, the most valuable company in the world, has not been the fact that you and I are running out buying 5 of these for ourselves. We all just have one of these if we have one at all, right? We have an iPhone, generally speaking. Okay, my wife has one, my daughter has one, your family, everyone in the family, great. We have these. But what's making Apple the most valuable company in the world is not the fact that we own the phones, we have the computers, we have the iPads. It's the fact that every phone they make and every iPad they make and every MacBook Pro they make and all the services offered for those products, their margins have increased. In the last 5-10 years, Apple's margins have improved so that their sales might be flat, but their earnings are higher. And people are going, how can they make more money if their sales don't go up? Because they make more money for every sale they make. And this is where SoFi is now. SoFi has gone to the level where they're not just breaking even, or making money, breaking even and now making money. They're to the point where they're broken even. They're making money, and their margins are improving to make more money. This analyst at JP Morgan, idiot, absolute idiot, talking about the possibility that the bank's optimistic view might be too optimistic, so you got to dump the stock at 8. Are you out of your freaking mind? But hey, there are gullibles out there who will follow these morons. The 8-second attention span disease that has taken over the Western world really costs people fortunes. But on the other hand, there are the other folks who go, I know, there's this 8-second attention span problem. My kids have it. My friends have it. I sometimes suffer from this, ability or lack of ability to stay focused. But for those of you who can stick around a while and get your SoFi shares and hang on to them, write cash secured puts. If you don't want to buy the stock, you don't believe in the stock, then write cash secured puts. Write $8 secured puts and say to the market, I'll tell you what, you give me $1 a share or whatever I can get out of you guys, depending how long I go. I'll buy the stock at $8, but you got to give me $1.50 now. You got to give me money up front. And that means I'll tell you that I'm not going to buy the stock from you at 8. I'll actually buy the stock off you at 6.5. Let's get real here. The January 25 puts that expire, a year from now. The 7s are $1.35. They're out of the money, and you can get $1.35 a contract. I mean, what kind of a deal do you want? How about putting up $700 and getting back almost 20% of that money right now to make a commitment to buy this stock, SoFi, at $7 a share between now and a year from now, which means that you're actually going to have to pay $5.60 to buy this stock. Okay, it's an $8 stock right now. All right, can you handle that? The $10 put contract closed last night at 320, 310, 320. So you put up $10, you get 32% back on your money right now, and you're on the hook for $6.80 a share for 1 year. It's an $8 stock, okay? And you don't have to even own this stuff. If the shares just go to $9.50, these puts go down in value. The stock goes to $11 sometime during the year. These puts will be $1.50. If the stock goes to 12, 13 by summertime, fall, after 3 more earnings reports, these puts will be $1.80. You take 2/3 of this money in 6 months off the market. What do you do then? You turn around and write $12 cash secured puts for January 25 or June 25 or January 26. You keep rolling the puts and take the money that way. If you don't want to own the stock, make the money that way. That's that story. Okay, so fine. Oh, by the way, the poll question I've done. Okay, take the poll question. Let me know your thoughts. But I ask you, really, in the next year, like for the rest of this calendar year, 11 more months, we're going to have 3 more earnings reports during this calendar year that will come out. Each one, no one is arguing this really, will have a profit report for SoFi. And I say that each one's profit report, each one of those will be a higher earnings per share number each time. And I think SoFi will continue their tradition of beating the estimates every quarter and revising upward their projections for the future. I think that's what's going to continue. And you're thinking the stock won't break $20 this year with that kind of momentum going forward? I can't help you. If you feel that way, I can't help you. In 2026, the bank itself has estimated earnings between 55 cents a share and 80 cents a share for 2026. 2026? A year from now, it's 2025. Hello? We're talking 23 months from now, it's 2026. The stock is not going to be under $20 a share by the end of this year. People knowing that 2025 is next month, like let's say it's December 2024. Next month is 2025, and 2026 is only 13 months away. These guys are going to be earning 80 cents a share. They may have revised it up to $1 by that point in time. At a 40-time earning multiple, it's my opinion, $40 a share is where the stock's going to by 2026. Well, that means it's got to get to 20 first, right? It's got to get to $20 first. When is that? It's going to be this year, and it could likely hit all-time high in the 25-26 level before the year is out. And then during 2025, it will reach the 30, 35, 40 level. And in 2026, it'll be at 60, 80, because now we're talking about 2027, 2028, 2029 forecasted earnings, which will likely top $2 to $2.50 a share. Then they'll talk dividends. And then there's one more wild card for you. Well, there's many more, but one more that I haven't talked about yet. Stock buybacks. You watch, you mark my words. Sofi is going to announce stock buybacks because there's too many shares floating around, too many loosey-goosey trades going on. And I think Noto, who's been buying stock for himself, the directors have been nibbling away at it, they're going to vote stock buybacks. And just saying it, they don't have to do it, just saying it, stock will pop $10 a share. It'll go from 15 to 25, or go from 22 to 32, or go from 44 to 54. Just saying the word, so words, stock buybacks. That's the future of SoFi. 8:03 right now. All right, now Rocket Lab. I got to talk to you about Rocket Lab. Last night on the primetime live show that we were doing here, one of my viewers mentioned, hey, have you seen the announcement on Rocket Lab? They're raising $275 million. And then someone said to me, I'm sending you a link. The press release just came out, so I read that last night. And now I've been digesting this info. And I am, if it wasn't so sad, I'd be laughing my ass off, okay? If I was in the business, if this was 1987 and I'm a stockbroker, the good old days, when I had no more hair than what I have now, it would just have been darker. You know what I'd be doing all morning this morning? I'd be on the phone all morning, because that's how you used to do it. In the old days, you used to telephone your customers. I would have been calling my clients this morning, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning, and waking them up. I would have been calling them last night while they were watching Dynasty or America's Got Talent or whatever the hell was on television at that point in time. I'd be bothering them at home, and I would be badgering them as their broker to say, look, we have to make a move here on Rocket Lab. And they're going, what are you talking about? Why? What's going on? The company made a press release saying, we're going to raise $275 million on a convertible senior note. And people are going to say, what does that mean? What that means is that the company has been approached by Wall Street or approached Wall Street. I'm sure it was a joint effort to get together. And Rocket Lab has informed certain key people in Wall Street about the fact that we just signed a $515 million contract with NASA. You've heard of those guys? Those are the guys whose checks don't bounce. Those guys. We just signed this deal with those guys, and we have a ton more like it in the wings. We're going to be signing deal after deal after deal with various space agencies and various corporate clients to launch satellites for these people. Thousands and thousands of low Earth satellites, okay? We're already 8 years behind in production. We have an 8-year list of work to do, and it's going to get longer. We have to increase our facilities and production facilities to crank out more rockets quicker, launch them quicker, and get these things up there to catch up with the business, because Virgin Orbit went under a year and a half ago. There's no competition left for Rocket Lab. They own this space, really. They are this area. SpaceX, with our friend Mr. Musk, doesn't launch low Earth satellites. They launch heavier payloads to the space station. They're trying to get stuff to the moon and Mars and beyond. Rocket Lab is being given planet Earth to itself. They want to expand. Wall Street's sitting there going, holy crap, no kidding. You guys are, holy shit, this is looking pretty good here. You guys are hitting 88 miles an hour. This is fantastic. Rocket Lab is saying we need cash. We need cash to grow our facilities, to crank out rockets faster in a higher volume, because we need tools and people and material, and then we launch these things, we get paid, and we have this cash flow that will just be growing and growing and growing. And Wall Street's going, and you're going to make a ton of money. They're going, that's right, we're going to make a ton of money. Well, Wall Street is going to look at them going, well, you can't issue stock from your treasury, because if you issue common shares, your stock is going to go down in price, which is what the stock is doing right now, because the street thinks stupidly that that's what the company is doing, and they're not doing that. Wall Street said, why don't we issue a senior note instead, and we'll make it convertible, and we'll make the conversion at the option of the public company rather than at the option of the buyer of the note. And Rocket Lab probably said, you think we can do that? And Wall Street said, let us make a few calls to some of our clients, the institutions of the world, and tell them the story about Rocket Lab between now and 10 years from now. Let us tell them the story of what Rocket Lab will be a decade from now. Okay? The phone calls came back, or the texts or emails to Rocket Lab management, and said, how much you need? We got billions sitting around here. I mean, we have got hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars in institutional holdings over here, looking to buy bonds. Now, look, your bond is a junk bond. Let's not fool anybody, okay? Rocket Lab is not IBM. It's not Apple. It's Rocket Lab. You're a junior company, small. You're micro for many, many institutions. However, you've got micro with massive potential. We'll help you issue $275 million in a note, convertible note, and we'll add a 15% option on top of that. So if it goes well, we'll raise another $40 million, which will cover all the costs. Okay, so you'll get $275 net or more into your treasury. And you can take care of any little IOU accounts you have lying around. Get rid of that. You have cash as it is already. This will just add cash to the cash you have, and you are now funded for the next 5 years. Okay. And if you need more, just give us a shout. So as I'm speaking to you, this announcement has been made through a public press release, which means the filings are in with the SEC. This is down the road already and has been down the road for weeks. None of us know anything about it because you can't divulge this information. Under SEC rules, you can't talk. The stock right now is down 61 cents because management can't talk right now. What management can't tell you that I can tell you, because I'm not management. I'm an old man who's been around this block a few times. I am telling you, at $4.24 a share right now, this is a bargain of epic proportions. And you've got two ways to play this game. You can either buy up this stock at $4.23 a share, whatever's trading at, under $5, buy this stuff in the pre-market. Good idea, because once the street figures it out, it's over. And or when the market opens up, start writing cash secured puts. Write 4s, 450s, 5s, 550s, 6. I don't know which series. I don't know what expiries are out there. You have to do the homework yourself. If you're becoming an option writer because of this channel, you have work to do. And it's work for the right reasons. You're going to make money. Now, does this mean Rocket Lab doubles this week, next week? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not predicting that. I am predicting that Rocket Lab will quickly recover this 50, 60 cent dip we're looking at, which is a joke. 800,000 shares traded this morning. It's a joke. It'll recover that. That's not the issue. It's a question of when does it go back to $10 a share? Because I have a suspicion that the deal that is being put together for the senior note, while it has an interest rate that'll probably be 8 to 10%, it won't matter. The reality is it'll be converted into common stock at the company's beck and call. And it'll be likely at $10 a share or higher. And so the stock's going to get a free ride to $10 a share. But I will also say to you guys, this could be the first of dozens of issuances of bonds. These guys are going to raise a couple of $1 billion, in my humble opinion, over the next 10 years. They're going to become a multi annual $1 billion a year company. All right. The space business is the business of limitless possibilities, and the number of satellites that need to be generated and put up there, and the lifespan of low Earth orbit satellites isn't very long. The turnover rate is huge. These guys are going to be relaunching and relaunching and relaunching another batch of satellites for the same customers every 5 to 10 years, and their list of clients is growing. One more thing to understand, and it started already this morning. It's already happened. Again, the street does not know and cannot compute this. And it's because of inexperience, in my humble opinion. Most day traders and most analysts out there who cover stocks like this are under 40 years of age, which means they have zip when it comes to long-term market experience. Guess what's going to happen starting today? This stock, Rocket Lab, now that they've hit up Wall Street and partnered with Wall Street and will continue to work, now that Wall Street has gone to their senior investors, their institutional clients, and only just a couple. I mean, it's not like they've gone to 100 pension funds. It's $275 million. It's a nothing burger. They're going to be exposing this company to all their institutional investors, and they're going to raise more money for this company. They're going to start having analysts write analytical reports on Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab will now be promoted by Wall Street, because you make Wall Street money when you raise money. And Wall Street loves promoting stocks where they get paid a lot of money from these companies to do whatever they do. So when Apple does an Apple bond to raise $50 billion for cash to buy back their stock on the open market, guess what? Wall Street raises the money for Apple, issuing the bonds to their clients, and then Wall Street gets the orders from Apple to buy up stock for them off the market for the rest of the year, and the shares get retired from existence in the Apple treasury, and everybody is happy. And of course, how many analysts cover Apple stock, and how many institutional investors and pension funds and mutual funds own Apple stock? Everybody. You got to get in. You've got to get in the club. Rocket Lab is in the club right now. It's official now. It's not a rumor. It's a done deal. So Rocket Lab this morning got recommended by KeyBank. Wow, KeyBank, a buy recommendation with a target price of $8 a share. That came out this morning. So first you got the press release last night, and this morning you have a buy recommendation from KeyBank with an $8 target price on Rocket Lab, trading at $4.18 to $4.20 a share as I speak. Giddy up, kids. That's all you need to know. That's more than enough information to make you go, whoa, this is huge. This is huge. Old fart like me, seeing stuff like that, this baby is going to hit 88 miles an hour at any time. There you go. There's a couple of tips for you, free of charge from your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Sofi at 804, Rocket Lab at 418, 420. Bargoon City. I can't make it any clearer than that. It's unbelievable. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Welcome all to the party. JJ, thank you for being a member for 34 months, a Gold Beagle member, accumulating Rocket Lab again this AM. Thank you, my friend, for being here. SB, welcome to the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce Club, new member or coming back in. Nice to have you here. We've got that poll question now at 168 participants, it looks like. 49% are saying yes, SoFi will break 20 a share. 51% saying no, it's not going to happen. And the votes keep coming in. So hit that poll question. Let me know what you think. We've just hit 100 thumbs ups on the show here, and we're 31 minutes from the opening. Thank you all for being here and being part of this family and just being part of the whole thingy. You play your cards right, kids. You have to know when to buy. You have to know when to hang on. You have to know how to buy. You have to know what to buy. And with Rocket Lab, if you don't like the stock, write cash secured puts. Where else? I don't know how easy, how more simple this is. Have you got $400? Have any of you got $4,000, $5,000? You could write 10 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab at $5 each with $5,000 lying around. The broker will let you write 5 of those contracts. Or 10 of those contracts, 10 contracts. You got $50,000, you can write 100 of them. But if you got $5,000 lying around, you can write 10 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab at $5 each. I'm just going to take a peek here, just out of my pure morbid curiosity. The $5 puts last night, when the shares were sitting at $4.85 or $4.90, the 5s were 125-ish, 110, 125 bid ask. I know that they're going to be close to $1.50, maybe 160 this morning. So in theory, you could be writing 10 cash secured puts at 5 each, bringing in $1,600 on your $5,000 commitment, which is more than 30% on your actual money. For 11 months of your time, you will be paid 30% cash upfront to make this move. And you're on the hook. If you get $1.50 for these things, $1.60 for them, you're on the hook to buy Rocket Lab at $3.40 between now and January 2025, where Wall Street just sponsored a bought deal. I forgot to mention this on this $275 million note. It's pre-sold. It's not available to the public. Only sophisticated investors. What does that mean? Hedge funds and institutional investors. It's a bought deal. It's done. The money's raised. The lawyers have the money in trust. They're waiting for the final SEC blessing from on high and the lawyers to finish off the contract, and the money is instantly going to be in the Rocket Labs account. Instantaneously, with no dilution on its stock. What the street right now is missing. This is a done deal. You want to be on the hook to buy this stock for $3.40? You're not going to get the stock at $3.40. I don't think so. I really don't think so. But even if you did, let's say you did, you had to buy the stock at $5, which cost you $3.40, and they're trading at $3.25 or something like that. What are you going to do? You know what you're going to do? Either sell the shares and write new puts, probably 4s, or you're going to write call options on those 1,000 shares. And why don't you write $5 call options, good till 2027, because by that time, that's how far the contracts are going to go. You'll probably be paid $1.50 in cash to do that, which means your $3.40 cost average is now $190.90. Never going to happen, but that's theoretical. I'm just saying. I've been around too long to see opportunity knock. I would have been on the phone all last night to all of my clients, all this morning to all of my clients, putting in market buy orders or putting in pre-market orders to get this stuff. That's what I'd be doing. This is an opportunity. Parker Ivy, welcome, a new YouTube member. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. Gold level. Another Gold Bagel member. We have more Gold Bagel members here than Chilling with Uncle Bruce members. And I appreciate it, of course, and I congratulate you, and I'm glad you're here and you're part of the fam. It's nothing personal, but I'm just trying to help make you money. I'm just trying to make money here. Get my viewers richer and stay away from the BS that you guys are being bombarded with out there by some of these outfits. It just blows my mind, the crap that's being thrown at you guys. I can't believe that there's some entities out there that are bragging about how they're helping their clients earn 4 to 5% a year on their money. All they're doing is putting you into T-bills. They're putting you into money market funds where there's already $6 to $8 trillion wasting away over there. It could be going into the market in selective stocks here where you could just make a fortune. 5% return on Rocket Lab? That means it has to go from $4.20 a share to $4.40 a share. What? In a year? What? Come on. Get with the program. Anyway, welcome all. And Parker, I'm glad you're here. I really appreciate it. What's going on, baby? Is every stock I ever talk about a winner? No. Is every stock Jim Cramer ever talked about a winner? Is every stock any analyst? I don't care who you like or hate. They have nothing but winners? No. Because why? Do markets change? Yeah. Do interest rates change? Yeah. Inflation? Yeah. Does the SEC change its mind on regulations? Yeah. Are there elections that can cause investments to turn negative all of a sudden? Yes. All kinds of factors. So if I have recommended to you and told you some of my favorites over the last 3 years, has every single stock I've ever talked to you about worked out perfectly at the end to this point in time? No. How can that possibly happen? How can that possibly be the case? But if you want to judge this channel on whatever I've talked about over the last 3 years, take your best shot. Knock yourself out. But if you are truly a follower of this channel, you understand and you're aware that we really are hanging out here with a group of regulars where we're trying to make dough in this market. And one way to do it, where the dough just comes in, writing options. It's an absolute give me. Dough keeps coming in from option writing, and you can write options on Rocket Lab at $4.19 a share. Are you kidding me? A $4 stock? There used to be a time that any stock under $20 a share was ineligible. You couldn't have options under $20 shares, even $15 shares. Now you get stuck at 4 and 7 and 8 and 9 options all over the damn place. The leverage is unbelievable. And why is the leverage unbelievable? Wall Street. The folks in Wall Street, the investment bankers, are more than delighted to set up all of these platform sites, and all the independents that are setting up platform sites that are happy to take your business at, you got a $2,000 cash balance lying around, you got $5,000, come on in, open up an account with $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, trade all day long, commission free. It's pay per order is how they make it. They take little slivers of pennies all along the way, and it's on the turnover that they make their dough. The investor, the gambler, is actually being done a service, a very good service. Because when I was your broker, if you were my client in 1980, 83, 84, 85, the minimum commission you would pay to do any trade with me was $25, and it went up to $50 by the mid-'80s, and it went up to $100 by 1990. Minimum commission per order went from $25 to $100 within 5 to 7 years. So if you called me up and said, hey, Bruce, I love this Rocket Lab. I heard this story, blah, blah, blah. I want to buy 1,000 shares of Rocket Lab at $4.20 a share. It's a $4,200 order, all right? In my day, you would have paid 3.3% commission on that trade. That was the flat rate commission. You would have paid me $132 to get it. And if you sold it at, say, $5, $5,000 order, it was $165 on the way out the door. My firm would have charged you $285 in commissions, and you would have made what, 80 cents a share, 800 gross, less that 300 something. You would have made barely over $400. Today, you can buy 1,000 shares of Rocket Lab, say at $4.20 a share, costs you $4.20 a share. And if you sell them at $5, you sell them at $5, you get $5,000, you clear $800. There are no small retail investors with less than $25,000 getting hosed by Wall Street. Don't buy into that crap that you are hearing about from time to time, where little guys are getting taken to the cleaners. What blows my mind is outfits like Robinhood, which I'm not a fan of, as you know, but zillions of others have created platforms for you to use on this device anywhere in the world at any time, whether you're on the toilet, you're in a Starbucks, you're at home, you're a passenger in a car. It doesn't matter where you are. You're on holidays in Zurich, Switzerland. It doesn't matter. You can trade with one of these virtually free. This is unprecedented access to average human beings around the world that was never available in my time as a broker. It never existed. Even I, as a stockbroker, would be allowed by the House to do trades, and I still had to pay $25 minimums. no matter what. Now, maybe I could do a $10,000 trade in my own personal account, which I didn't have the money to do that. But if I did, instead of paying $250, $300 commission that a retail client would pay, I might be able to charge myself $100. It still cost me $100 to buy and sell stock back in the day. And I'm an employee of the firm. That's the way it was. The way it is now is so wide open. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm glad you're here. Those of you joining this channel as members, I cannot thank you enough. It's what keeps us on the air. Right now, there are 240 people here right now. 240 people are watching me live do this. And YouTube, it sold you an ad. They shot an ad at you when you came on here. And I probably got a quarter of a penny for you to do that. That's what I got. So what did I make? 60 cents? I've got paid 60 cents so far by YouTube to be on with you now for 40 minutes. All right. I don't work for 40 cents or 60 cents in 40 minutes. Okay. I can't do that. Why am I alive and on this air? Because I have members who are sponsoring this channel. You are the sponsors. I don't have any brokerage firms. I get approached all the time. I will not name any firms, but you know who they are. I'm getting approached by platform brokers all the time to sponsor. You want to sponsor? You want to be sponsored? Do you want to be sponsored? Just mention us. Give us a 30-second mention, and we'll give you referral money. Every time someone opens an account, we'll pay you. We'll give them free stock if they open up free stock. And also, I'm not sponsored. I can say whatever the hell I want because I'm an old fart, and that's the way I like it. My viewers sponsor me, and there you go. That's the way this place works. Thank you all. Those of you who have been taking my classes to understand how option writing really works. I appreciate you. I love you. There are 17 classes available on my website. Head on over there and check them out when you're ready. $150 a class. You can take one at a time, whenever you want, whichever one you want. Watch them as many times as you want. There's no excuses for you guys not to be educated on how to write stock options. If you want to have a one-on-one session with me, they're available privately. Yes, it's $400 an hour. But if you write options like you can write options around here, you're going to realize, and many of my viewers have said this, $400 an hour for this guy's time. Heck, I write 25 contracts, bring in $5,000 a contract. That's $12,500. Because of him, I didn't even know I could do that 6 months ago. Yeah, I'm more than happy to pay you $400 for an hour of your time. We generally go over an hour, just so you know. I don't cut you off at 60 minutes. Time to go. We usually talk a little longer. It's all good. Thank you all for however you sponsor this channel, however you look after us. We love you. I just want you guys to get rich, so that you say to yourself, not only am I going to take all of his classes, because this is a joke, I'm going to do my one-on-ones with this guy. I'm going to have one every month with this guy. I'm telling my friends about this guy. You've got to watch what he's doing. Because how many of you know somebody that is getting their butts handed to them in the markets again and again and again? It's unbelievable. A lot of folks become members of this channel after a few months of watching me. They hang around as a lurker. They don't subscribe. They don't comment. They just watch. And they kind of take notes and they see, well, let's see if he's right or not. Let's see how this market reacts. You know, he said this about the Dow. He said this about the dollar. He said this about interest rates. He said this about this and that. Nothing. Let's see if does he know what he's talking about? And some folks never come back. They stick around a while and they leave and they're gone forever. Because I don't have a fancy enough website and graphics behind me to make you really, give you that 8-second attention span action you're craving. And then there are others of you who just listen to me. You're just hearing what I'm saying. You're not even watching, which probably is the smart thing to do. And eventually the count goes up. More people join in. We have more people who are Gold Bagel members than non-Gold Bagel members, believe it or not. To be a Gold Bagel member, it's $25 a month. Has to be paid to YouTube. They take 30%. That's what YouTube gets. That's why they don't kick me off. And then I get the rest as my share of the action. Same with the children members. The children members pay $10 a month. I get 7. YouTube gets 3. I'm open about it. There's nothing for me to hide. This information is publicly available. But I have more people paying $25 a month to YouTube than 10. What channel does that? There are channels out there with 99-cent memberships, $1.99. $2.99, $4.99 memberships. We're either 10 or $25. That's it. And those who are paying $25 a month and have been for almost 3 years now, they're doing it for only one reason. It's not because they're charitable. There are very charitable people here. I will say that. That's not the reason. They're making money. It's nothing personal, Bruce, but you got to help me make money or I'm not going to be a member anymore. It's that simple, okay? And today, Rocket Lab and Sofi should be on your radar screen if it isn't already. Welcome all to the party, to the program, to the channel. I'm glad to see you all here. Thank you. I haven't had a second to talk to anyone about their comments today. Thank you, everybody. Richard Carlin is here, the big T, JJ, Susan Shops, Lame Duck. Thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you. Here's the Esther between us, the ether between us. They just are driving it down to buy it cheap. Volume has been high. This isn't retail. Don't get shaken up. Let's get the bag. I think this is Sofi, but can also be said about Rocket Lab. Buy Sofi. There you go. Marie. Good morning, everybody. Lorraine is here. No sell. Stephen is here. Mondu. You'll notice some of the members here, their names are in green. They have an avatar beside them. They're members. Stephen Carney. I love Stephen. I'm glad he's here, but he's not a member of this channel. Stephen, it might be time for you to step up here. No sell. Not a member. Ether between us. Not a member. Amy is. Amy J. Hector is. Richard's a member. Touchgrass, welcome. Lizzie, Rocket Lab proposed a $275 million convertible senior note offering. It's a done deal. It's not proposed. It's pre-sold. It's happening. Awesome stuff. Richard, how you doing, buddy? Money is coming from Wall Street. That's right. Double D is here. DQ is here. Members. Roach on a tree. Got to get a membership going here. Splair, good morning, y'all. I hope the minority is right. But anyways, no. I say no until 2025. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce is on fire today. Earl Harwell, one of our new members. How you doing, Earl? Glad to have you here. Gold Bagel member that you are, my friend. Way to go, kids. No sell. Sell those $20 puts. Vilbus feels like analysis wants Sofi to be bad. The analyst. Spirit, I watch Uncle Bruce and listen to Ghostbusters theme song. Nikki, this is awesome. That's an awesome shirt you got there. John Biscuit, Rocket Lab is taking a kicking in the pre-market. It won't last. Do institutional investors really listen to analysts, by the way? Karen, number 60, John Biscuit, Sofi is overpriced, and it's as simple as that. Boom. Cow Tipper, 222, good morning, everybody. John Harpster, another new member. Welcome, sir. Good morning, everybody. Nice to have you here. It was great seeing you last night for the Primetime Live show. Dude is saying thumbs ups for Bruce. Splair, we have mostly Android in the family, and I was always an outsider. Nokia Windows Phone, and now Sony Android version. Giddy up. Who's this? Chris de something, DWAC. Good morning. DQ, nice Credit Savage t-shirt. Uncle Bruce Birdie strikes again. I'm waiting for Credit Savage to show up. Slayer, DQ. So it's really Credit Savage's face on that shirt. What's going on here? What's happening with that shirt? Thank you all. What a lovely shirt you have there. Lorraine, number 70. Good day. Ricardo is here. A Savage shirt. Added more Rocket Lab at 417, says Richard. I'm buying this stuff. I'm stealing it. You're stealing it. Stephen Butler, number 76. The institution will start buying into Sofi more and more as they have entered gap profitability and their metrics continue the upward arc on guidance. That's right. That's well said, and that's accurate. John Biscuit equals Debbie Downer, Richard Carlin. Farmaless, how many people here even remember Dynasty? JJ, Rocket Lab, pre-market sale. JJ, 415 and dropping. JJ, scooping up shares. What else? JJ, 420 now. Starlink is also low orbit, by the way. Musk is a liability. Look at Tesla, says JJ. SB is a new member. Welcome. Sell my house fast, Upper Marlboro. Good morning, number 91. Melvin. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and everybody. Sell my house. I wrote a Rocket Lab call. $5 strike expiring 3-1 yesterday for 39 cents. Ready to buy back today for much less. Maybe buy to put. Maybe time to switch over there. Get out of that covered call and get into the puts. Touch grass. The future of farming will and has always been using GPS and AI. Low Earth satellites. Yes, JJ accumulating Rocket Lab again this AM. Splair. They watched probably the goodbye show, and yeah, we're excited about Rocket Lab. What else? Colton, you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them, and you got to know when to walk away, and you got to know when to run. Where have we heard that before? Parker, thank you again. Belliard, I don't mean to jump right in, but I just bought 500 Rocket Lab shares. Stephen, are we still holding Spire and ATIP? Yeah, we are. Same with Smart Rent, Matterport, Spire. Yep. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Stephen Jackson, CYXT. Yeah, those guys blew it. I'm really disappointed the way that worked out. I think that the stock is maybe over the counter markets now, something like that. Unbelievable. Good night. Number 89. Good morning, everybody from JR. Let's bring home the bacon and Rocket Lab. Burrow King Sound number 106. Slayer, I have $100 on one depot and 450 on the road. Would you buy with that money Rocket Lab or between 440 or better think about a Paramount spread? Splair, you decide what to do. I'm just laying them out there. You got to decide which way you want to go here. Parker, all right, Uncle Bruce, you got me. Excited to break bread of a golden bagel with everybody. Welcome, Parker. What else is going on? JR, I got 200 Rocket Lab for 421. Stinky set for lower, scooping up on the dip, and cash secured puts. Let's see what happens today. Beach Boys. So is SoFi getting delisted? Is Nono the new Steve Jobs, or do I get more Rocket Lab shares? SoFi, I'm just dazed and confused. There you go. DQ, I got some at 421 on that Rocket Lab. And is DQ awake? Beach Boy wants to know. DQ, JJ is smiling. Welcome. DQ, no, Beach Boy, I'm dreaming. Nightmares are dreams too, Giddy up, everybody. Beach Boy, DQ, thanks for clearing that up for me. Putman, or Patman, Uncle Bruce, I have 1,000 Rocket Lab at 423 average. Should I write $5 puts out to 27 against the stocks? Well, yeah, you can write the $5 puts out there to 27. You can, whatever you want to do. Bring in cash and buy more stock, or bring in cash and write more cash secured put. Smash that like button, says Computer Wiz. JJ, pre-market trading hours in the U.S. are from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And what's the ticker for Rocket Lab? RKLB. Jason Laws, a stay drive over. What's that state drive over? I heard that Pineapple Express will be causing havoc all week. Oh, we're going to be fine. Yeah, we're so far south. We're pretty good here. Dan, you say right, meaning sell options. Yes, right cash secured puts. On Rocket Lab. Offer right fives, right fours, 450s if you can, depending on what expiry. That's right. Put cash up, get cash back right now, upwards of 30%, depending on which put you write, and fold your arms and say, okay, well, if the stock goes to $7 or $8, these puts are worthless. I'll buy them back for 20 cents on the dollar and say thank you, and then I'll write 7s or 8s or 9s, and I'll just keep playing this game. Thank you very much. Same with SoFi. DQ, Batman, you don't write puts against long stock. You write them against cash or against short stock. That's right. Otherwise, just buy the stock and hold it. I'm really just JD. The system is rigged. It always has been rigged in favor of the rich. What is surprising about that? What don't you understand? Jason, stay dry over there, Uncle Bruce. Thank you. White Feather, Dan Wynn. Yes, right equals sell. Absolutely. Dan, it's RKLB. People are helping him out. Here we go. Rocket Lab to the moon. Mr. Premier, happy February 1st. Time to fill your pockets. The Big T, shout out to Uncle Bruce, the veterans here, and the Discord. Such a great place to reflect your thoughts on trades and be tested a little as to newbies. Join, learn, and earn. There you go. Take classes, write options at the same time. Make more money writing them than you're paying to do the classes. It pays to learn. Trust me. Oh, so much fun, everybody. How you doing all? Beach, Corey, no Rumble channel. Why ignore all the traffic? I have no idea what's going on. Flint Creek, neat. Bobby, got a stink pin in for 200 Rocket Lab at 409. Well, 416 last trade. Mike W, been a member for 12 months. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mike, for being here and being a member of the channel. Splair, hopefully not more. Could stay here, come up a little bit. Larry, good morning, all. I'm number 128 this morning. We are still 17 minutes away from the opening. John Anderson, hi everybody. JR, Farmers, Man Dynasty, a blast from the past. Let's go. Who else? What else? What are you guys talking about here? Talking about TV shows from way back when. Let's go. Thank you all. Number 135, Marcus, good morning. I bought some Rocket Lab shares. Thatch, number 134, Feb 16 cash secured puts at 8 and 9. Take a look at those. JR, welcome, Mike W. Let's get that dough. Hurricane Lopez is in the house. Good morning. Finally, I found the great Uncle Bruce live. And hello, welcome, and hello to me. How you doing, pal? Nice to see you. I hope all is going well in your world. We follow a lot of the same things. And this SoFi, I got that poll question going today, asking people whether the stock's going to break 20 before the year's out. I think so. I'm incredulous. It blows my mind that analysts like a JP Morgan are putting a sell rating on SoFi after just turning a profit. Like, what do you have to do to convince an analyst that your company is profitable, growing, going to be more profitable, and not put a sell rating on it? Like, what do you have to do? It's unbelievable. I think that the next one of the next shoes to drop for SoFi could be what happened at Rocket Lab, where SoFi comes out, say, a month from now and announces an $800 million senior note offering done by JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs and Bank of America. You name the big boys in Wall Street. They'll raise $800 million, and then a month later, 2 months, they'll do another $700 million, another $900 million, and they'll raise billions of dollars over the next several years to grow their deposit and corporate purposes and stock buybacks. And they start announcing that they're going to start buying back their own stock because of how much is flying around out there. The shorters will get crushed. Away we go. It's just, I'm just waiting for other shoes to drop on it. It's good to see you, pal. Keep up the good work on your end, and hello from all of us to all of you out there. Vaughn Hans, hi, Uncle Bruce. Have you looked at the stock ticker PHUN? I have not. Manu number 5. I've been a member for 31 months on this channel. Neat. The Knights of Need rule. Bobby, good morning, Danny. Dude, Hurricane Lopez presents Un Poco Mas. Welcome and hello, sir. Colton, hello and welcome and hello, Danny. I'm really just JR. It never ceases to amaze me when peeps would call the election rigged with the orange chump said it out loud. That always has been unreal. If the markets are rigged, so what? It's been that way then for decades. The bottom line is are you making money in the rigged market? Why don't you do what those who make money do? Let's do what they do. One way is to write stock options. Cash secured puts, covered calls, poor man covered calls, credit spreads. Do what the institutions do. Join the party. The guys that are flying in those private jets to the Super Bowl. I mean, how many jets this week, next week, are landing in Vegas with people in private jets who are connected to or part of the institutional investors that make most of the money in the market? How do you think they can afford these toys? Why don't you do what they do? You might not make 20 million a trade, but you're going to change your life. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Flint, I got to go. I got out of town. Danny in the house. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Uncle Bruce, your taste in clothing is awesome this morning. I've been waiting for you. You didn't show up last night for the primetime show live. I wore this last night. Here it is. The Credit Savage T-shirt that was sent to me by my friend Alberto, and here it is, where you can see on the very bottom here. I just love it. Take everything from them, and on the back it says, "Leave them nothing." Wonderful stuff. I got such a kick out of this when it arrived in the mail. I thought I'd wear it in your honor today. I've been waiting and waiting. Where is this guy? He doesn't like us anymore. I don't know what's going on with him. Welcome. JR, hey, it's Hurricane Lopez presents Un Poco Ma. Waiting to hear from the grand turd this morning. Later, maybe, to Luke. Morning all. Scooped up a note. 100 Rocket Lab. Got 100 Rocket Lab at 420. BZ. Danny Deals. What's going on? SJ. Tavares. Welcome, Danny. And hello, my man. Dude, sending screenshot to Not a Lurker right now. Can't wait for that FOMO. Savage of Wall Street, are they delisting SoFi today yet? JR, when the Savage shirts, when are they available? What? No helmet and 1 month subscribe? What? One no helmet and stubble? What's going on? A hurricane. Good morning, guys. I have been thinking stock buyback, even it means taking on debt. We need to reduce that share count and get institutions. Sorry, everyone's talking to me. I'll go back and learn. It's all good. Beach Boy, hello and welcome. Greetings and salutations. Vaughn Hands. I really don't understand the Sofi downgrade either, but I did pick up $8 puts yesterday before the drop. JR, the Hurricane, Uncle Bruce has been speculating about that too. Glad to hear it from more than one source. Waverly, welcome and hello. The Savage of Wall Street. Un poco ma, better get that Golden Bagel membership if he wants to have access to the greatest YouTube channel ever. You won't regret it. Duke and laughing out loud. Cow Tipper laughing out loud. Nice. DB, good morning, everybody. And everybody, Uncle Bruce, and everybody. Larry Titus. T-shirt time. The Savage of Wall Street. Uncle Bruce, I was finishing up a gig with Bloomberg. See, this is why I should retire. I should just retire now. I missed the greatest Wednesday show of all time because I was working. Why am I doing this? Not a lurker. Hurricane presents Un Loco. Welcome, Splair. I think this will be the first T-shirt I buy if it's getting possible soon on Redbubble. Not a lurker. Like and sub. JJ Rocket Lab 420-ish. Splair. 1 minute. We're going to open BW. Really, after all this time, told you we're real on MWB. Larry Titus, the bells, baby. We're open for trading. We're here. We're getting ready to rock and roll. What do you want to do with the rest of your life? I mean, ask yourself that question. What is it that you want to do with the rest of your life? Come on, kids. I want to rock. No lurker. Hurricane presents. I know you from somewhere. I know. I'm really just JR. The bells, baby. I'm really just JR TV. Thank you, Lair. Richard Carlin. Crossover. Here we go. We're up. We're running. We're open, and we're going to see what this market is really made of today. We've got a lot to watch, a lot to follow. My God, it's never easy. Let's see what happens here. My God, we've got SoFi 788 at the moment, up 4 or 5 cents, something like that. 102 point gain on the Dow, it would appear. We'll see if that holds or not. This is really early. We're up 22 on S&P, 83 on NASDAQ. Oil is up 53 cents. A couple of other things here. Let's take a look right here. AI down 14 cents. We got Spiders up 231. Qs are up 164. SoFi's up 5. GameStop up 8. Rocket Lab down 60 at the moment at 425. Now, the opening salvo on Rocket Lab, 3 million shares. I'm blown away by anyone dumb enough to give this stock away at these prices. I can't fathom the stupidity that is out there. These guys are on the cusp of a whole new world, and the market obviously is completely clueless as to what the potential of this thing is now. It's unbelievable. This announcement that came out 17 hours ago, the headline says Rocket Lab announces proposed offering of $275 million of notes. You can take that word proposed and get rid of it. It's a done deal. It's a bought, privately placed deal. Over, finished, done. Money in the bank. We move on, and it's not going to be converted at $4 a share. I don't think so. It's at the discretion of the company. They're not going to allow the stock to be sold at $4 to people. I just don't think so. Anyway, it's going to go. What can I say? It is what it is. Let's see here. A Gilded Bagel enthusiast. I just bought class number 8. As a wise man once said, very exciting stuff. There you go. Savage Wall Street. To be fair, I did get more than enough information on what's next with the EV movement. It's like those Bloomberg folks have access to information we don't have access to. VIPs everywhere. There you go. BW Mandu number 5. Congrats. JR, man, my cash register is blowing up and the computer fan is going nuts. Boom. Burrow King, lock it up, Uncle Bruce. Alberta, credit you on the big screen there. Burrow King, members only time. Mandu, thank you, BW. Parker, roll Rocket Lab, $5 cash secured puts in April to July for some strike and more premium. Good move. That's not a bad move. Taking money off the table from the gamblers. Absolutely. You've got to do it. They're just handing it over. It's unbelievable. 419.8, 417.5. down 67 cents on Rocket Lab. Unbelievable bargain there. SoFi 791, up 8 on the session at the moment. Let me refresh this thing here. Let's see if I get this to work. 791 right now, up 8. It looks like here. 785, 795, low and high on the session for SoFi. The volume on SoFi opening salvo here in 4 minutes, 4.4 million right now. SoFi 4.4 million. Rocket Lab 417, 418 right now, kinda 3.8 million, and it's a 417 low, 428 high, 418 right now. Okay, that's where it is at this second in time. GameStop up 14 cents at 14.37. There you go. Man. What should GameStop do with their 1.2 billion in cash? What should Cohen be doing with that money? Should Cohen be buying Rocket Lab at $4.15 a share? Just buy up as many as he can get his hands on as a company? Should this GameStop company buy the Rocket Lab stock? Should Rocket Lab buy up SoFi at $7.92 and just grab 100 million shares, become a 10% shareholder, screwing the shorters right in their left ear? I mean, what should they do? Is it possible that GameStop is going to be announcing on a consistent basis 200 to 400 million a year in earnings from their brick and mortar stores, where they've cut costs to the bone and they're going to extract profits now? And Cohen then goes to Wall Street and raises $600 million on a senior debt offering as well, to add to the $1.2 billion he's got in cash, plus the $200 million a year coming into the treasury. What and how and where and when? And I'm here. I'm ready to tell the world what you're going to do. Just let us know. I just don't know. So much fun here. Never a dull moment. Thank you all for being in the house this morning. I appreciate you. All right, we got to go member only on the commentary. Thank you again, all of you who've been here, lurkers. Thank you to our friends from everywhere. I've got so much to do here. You have to bear with me here while I'm wearing 15 hats at the same time here. Unbelievable activity today. Great to have you here. Thank you for these thumbs up so far, kids. Keep them coming in. We're going for 200 again today. It looks great. We hit 200 last night, and I thank you, the rerunners who put us over the top last night with over 200 thumbs ups. There we go. Member-only mode is in place. Thank you all for being with us here and being part of this familia. We love you all, and we are so appreciative of your participation in this channel. We're one of the small ones, and but we're coming on. It's getting exciting. It's really getting exciting around here. Love it. We now have a thumbs up meter that says we've got 156 thumbs ups and counting. The poll question, we've had 263 respondents. The question is, SoFi shares will top $20 a share in 2024. 52% say yes, it will. 48% say no, it won't. And there you have it, 263 and still coming in. Please respond to that poll question. Let us know what your thoughts are. And we'll see how many folks out there actually believe that the stock can go higher than where others believe it's going to go. Can't believe there are analysts calling this a sell. I can't believe it. Got to be in a planet, an orbit, in another world that is the bizarro world. It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. All right. Thank you all for being here. What's going on here? Let's go. Thank you. Luca. All right. Hello, all. 150 here. I'm late to the party. We'll watch the rerun. Hey, that's a nice T-shirt you got there. Patman, Rocket Lab sell $7 calls at 120 for 2026. Is a good move? No, not a good move. Colton, 50 shares Rocket bought, 200 shares stink bid at 450. Give it to me. I'm JR. Come on, so if I dip to 786 again so I can scoop up more. 782, the low of the session was 779. You must have got it. Luca, no, Batman, don't write calls. Alberto, I'm heavy on Rocket Lab. Giddy up, baby. Savage of Wall Street, folks, please buy Tesla, Rivian, LCID, and SoFi. You won't regret it in 5 years to 10. Just become rich. JR, another 100 Rocket Lab. BW rotations into the cruise lines this AM. New. Stay the hell away from cruise ships. Luca, no premium there. Don't bother. Savage of Wall Street, SoFi to 6 again. 6. What? JR, boom. SoFi 781. Stinkies just hit. SoFi, such a heavyweight. Sell my house fast up on Marlboro. I wrote a $5 call for Rocket Lab on 130, expiring March 1st for 39 cents. I bought it back just now for 15 cents. Go to the put side, my friend. Go to the put side. Batman determining what the face to do. Alberto, give them nothing. Clay, Hurricane Lopez has been mentioning in his streams that SoFi needs more institutional ownership. Right now, the stock can get bullied and pushed around with no stability. JR, maybe Danny D will like more of us turds later today after the show. Danny Splair, now minority says no. Interesting. Samuel, SoFi, let's buy more. Averaging down, writing options calls. We have many ways to skin a cat. Now it's time to buy and make that money. Clay, for that, SoFi needs to show multiple profitable quarters and prove that their tech side of the business can grow. Alberto saying, Sammy, love you, baby. JR, next SoFi Stinky said at 776. You're close. 778 right now. Excuse me. You're in the hood. You might get lucky. We'll see. Bobby, sold average on Rocket Lab went from 704 to 637. Bring them the Wall Street printing machines. Patman, I got 1,000 Rocket Lab at 423. What should I be looking at? If anything, there you go. Scoring this stuff, absolutely stealing paper from the innocents. It's unbelievable. It's right now 411. You're going to get this first 15, 20-minute sell-off. It's going to happen. The follow through and whatever, and then all of a sudden the selling stops, and all of a sudden the other side starts to show up. 6.3 million traded. We have to flush out the loose hands on Rocket Lab, and then we go from there. Savage Wall Street. I have my stinker set at 731 and 699. I hope these stink bids are that stupid. These sellers. I will get SoFi cheaper than that Japanese bank. And Aunt Kathy, you think those folks are dumb, laughing out loud. He's trying to steal from shorters. 784 last trade on SoFi, the low of the day, 776. Volume on SoFi so far, 8.5 million. Rocket Lab, 414.5, low of the session, 410. Volume, 6.6 million. Super cheap stock. Wholly different corporation going forward here. Scooped some Rocket Lab at 410. Marcus, nicely done. BW Samuel, you only buy to close. We do not buy calls here. That's a gambler's rule. We're a casino. We take their gambling money. We don't give our money away. Touch grass. I'll buy Rocket in the 3s. Well, I hope for the best. I don't know if it'll happen, but whatever you think. But pennies matter not. Dollars are what counts, and dollars pay bills. Bottom line. Alberto, BW, he knows. He misspoke. It's okay. It's all good. We are ahead 76 on the Dow right now, 24 on S&P, 114 on NASDAQ. My question about the big markets, are we in a dead cat bounce for the first half hour? Are we going to have a little run here, which is what we have, nowhere near what we lost in the last 2 hours last night? We're not recovering that. Are we going to have a little bump up right now, only to go lower later this morning? That is the question that I'm wondering about right now for the big markets, the markets as a whole, all right? GameStop's up 13, SoFi's up 5, the Qs are up, the Spiders are up, the AI is up 21 cents now, and the Dow's up 85. Rocket Lab is still at 416. Apple's up $1. Enphase is up 460. AMD down 67 cents. Adobe's up $4. Netflix up 680. Nvidia's up 470. Tesla up $2. We got Matterport up a couple of pennies. SmartRent up a dime. We've got Unity up a quarter. Google up 180. Moderna down 196. Cisco down 4, Pfizer down 16, IBM up 39 cents, HPQ up 6 cents, or down 6, pardon me. Microsoft having a snapback right now, up $8 at 405. It was at 401 on the opening, roughly. Now 405-ish. The high yesterday, 415, all-time high for Microsoft. ME at 78 cents a share, actually higher Since the article that was written on it by Wall Street Journal, which was critical of the company, the stock's actually up about 6 cents since that article came out. You could go figure. ME volume 573,000, and it's up 4 cents. Now it's up 5 cents, 78 cents a share. Amazon up 255, Home Depot up 35 cents, Vanix Semiconductors up 62, Goldman Sachs, the bank, up 450, Boeing down 93 cents, Facebook, Meta up 947, Target up 80, JP Morgan up 32, Costco down a nickel, Walmart up 49, Disney up $1, American Airlines up a nickel, AMC up a nickel, DraftKings up 26, Royal Caribbean up 49 cents at 127.99. That is what's going on at this moment in time, and we shall follow it going forward. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for these thumbs up to you guys, and thank you for becoming members of this channel, especially you Gold Bagel members. Thank you for joining in with this familia. It's great to have you. All righty. If you become a member of this channel, a Gold Bagel member, and you want to become part of the Discord group, let me know. Send me a private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Just send me an email here, and after the show's over, I'll get you some info on how you can become a Discord member as well, and you can hang out with the regulars from this channel after I'm off the air. Those of you who want to learn how to write options, head over here, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Learn how to write stock options and make money in this market, just like institutional traders do, hedge funds do. Take a chunk of this action. It's being handed over like you cannot believe. It's unbelievable. All right. Thank you all. Samuel Alberto for the chairman of the board. The Big T, I paid 10 cents too much for my 100 Rocket Lab. BW, Alberto, you're these teachers' pet, you know. A Square 793, a Savage of Wall Street. I can't wait to get assigned on my $7 cash secured puts. If shorters are this desperate because of these margin calls, they are capable of assigning me to raise capital. Please assign me, Alberto. Absolutely, with an apple. I'm really just JR. Dang, speaking of Elon and volatility, stay clear of the spikes. My Tesla cash secured puts will likely give me a great opportunity to rake cash off the table. Zeta State, Sofi, until next earnings period. What could change till then? Prove the naysayers wrong. Oh, all kinds of stuff. An announcement that they're doing a stock buyback, a large investment by Kathy Woods, by any organization, any kind of mutual fund activity. Now that we've had the end of January, come February now, we're going to now get all the reports coming out during this month through the SEC filings. Who did what in January with SoFi shares? All those hedge funds and mutual funds and ETFs, any add-ons and subtractions and changes, they have to report. We've got stuff to watch. This could be a most interesting couple of weeks. BW, sit and wait for the first 30 minutes. That is the hardest part here. If you had stinkers in and they didn't trigger at the open, reassess, see where they are within the first hour of market opening. Don't chase this market. Gilded Bagel Enthusiast, SoFi volume already at 9.9 million. 791 up 8 cents on SoFi. 10.5 now are in. Rocket Lab, low of the day, 410. We're at 417 now on 8.2 million so far. That's the story on Rocket Lab. Zed, 164 thumbs up. Bruce. Jay Boy, Uncle Bruce, have any specific thoughts on what Wall Street Journal ME article? They mentioned obvious stuff, talking about the history of the company from before they went public. When they went public, they were a SPAC. Didn't help that they were a SPAC. It cost them millions in fees to be a SPAC. Thank you, SEC. And here they are. They have tremendous upward potential on licensing of drugs with all the DNA info they have. To me, it's a long-term play. I don't like what the stock is. I don't like it, but I can't make it go to $10 a share. But, eventually they will have a win. I just don't know when eventually is. 77 cents a share here. It's the kind of stock you can nibble up and just average it down. If you're a long-termer, you just nibble on it. 300 here, 500 here, 1,000 there. Slowly but surely, you'll be down to a $1 average. And if it goes to $3, you tripled your money. It goes to $5, you made 5 times your money. That's all I can tell you. Anyway, there it goes. I may have missed this, Bruce. You may have already said it. JR calculated the gain loss on 5 GameStop poor man covered calls. Only $2,000 in 1.5 years. Cow Tipper had some DraftKings covered calls June 24 40s. I rolled them to a Jan 25 50s for $3 net credit. I like this game. Even when I lose, I win. JJ, excellent moniker. Gilded Bagel Enthusiast. Dude, okay, Uncle Bruce, I wrote SoFi. Wrote SoFi. I put on SoFi out 45 days at $7 strike. I got 27 cents. So that means I just bought shares at $6.74, including fees. Arm folding is in progress. Well, you might get them. You might not. But there you go. If you don't get them, keep the 27 cents. Constantine, good morning, everybody. Hector bought some Rocket Lab, $4.17. Thank you very much. Sitting at $4.16 right now on Rocket Lab. Bargoon City, limited time offer. Don't miss this boat. $14.31 on GameStop. We're up 8. $7.84 on SoFi, up a penny. Qs are up 187. Spiders up 218. AI up 6. Dow's up 77. Welcome, everybody, to the party, pal. It's the Nakatomi Tower. We got Hans Gruber and the boys creating havoc in the building, and we're the ones with bare feet. We're creating havoc. Oh, so much fun. Yippee-ki-yay, cowboy. Yeehaw, baby. Welcome to the party, pal. Get yourself some Twinkies, and let's have some fun. Oh, my. We're going to need some more FBI, guys. There you go. Yeah, baby. What else? JR SoFi doing its regular start of the day at the moment. Brian, number 170, I think, on the thumbs up meter. Bruce, good morning. Always nice to wake up to Uncle Bruce yelling, buy this stock or sell cash secured book. Brian, I bought 100 Rocket Lab this morning. Uncle Bruce, you are making me poor only to make me rich. Thank you very much. There you go. I do what I can for everybody in whatever position you're in. Is this market going to hold these gains? Or are we going lower? The Dow's only up 67 points. We're not going anywhere. We're up 24 on the S&P. We're up 114 on NASDAQ. But we were down a lot worse than that last night. That is a 10-4 for sure. Going to see what's going on. Time will tell. And we got a lot to watch here right now. AI up 13 cents. We've got SoFi up a nickel. GameStop up 7. Rocket Lab 415.5, 416 a share right now. All right. What else? Dude, I got $27 and I'll do this move again and again. Buying power required, very low. Do the multiples. David Duff. Uncle Bruce, you might have some. Uncle Bruce might have some bourbon in that coffee cup this morning. Laughing out loud. BZ wrote a few $4 cash secured puts on Rocket Lab. I dare them to sell it to me at $4. I got 100 at $4.15. Who bought it the low this morning? Anybody get the low trade this morning? What was the low again? $4.10. Did anyone get it at 410, 411 stink bidders? Anybody at 411 stink bid? You never know. Sometimes you get lucky. I'm sure there are buyers at 406 and 401 hoping for the best, but I don't know. GameStop 1429 up 6. SoFi 787 now up 4 on a volume of 11.7 million. Rocket Lab volume right now at 415.5, 8.8 million. So we got some turnover. And we're clearing out the chaff, offloading the losers who want out, and away we go. Going to be interesting, kids. Marcus, I got it at 410. Nice. Very good. Well done. Put in a bid, and you never know. You just never know. How about that? Excellent, folks. Congratulations, each and every one of you. Welcome to the party. It's nice to have you here. We are now looking at the thumbs up meter. Where are we at now? We're going for 200 thumbs ups now, and we are sitting at 171, way ahead of yesterday's pace. Thank you all. On the poll question, 285 people have responded to this question. SoFi will top $20 a share in 2024. 51% say yes. 49% say no. What an interesting question. It's got everybody divided. Why should SoFi break $20 a share in 2024? Simple, in my opinion. They have 3 more quarterly reports to release. They got the first quarter that we're a month into already, the second quarter, the third quarter. Those will all be released during this calendar year, 2024. The fourth quarter of 2024 will be released in January 2025, just like we had this week on your Sofi. So we've got a lot of news coming up in the next year, 11 months. And I believe each quarterly report coming up, the next three of them, will all be profits, higher profits, growing company, higher projections. By the time we get to the third quarter of this year, we're now going to be talking about 2025, 2026, and 2027 earnings prospects. We're going to have had revisions higher and higher and higher each quarter. I'm certain of that. That's how these guys operate. And there are going to be analysts out there who are going to go, for 2026, they were talking 55 to 80 cents. Now they're talking 75 to $1 a share profit next year, 2026. Hello, there's no way the stock's going to be under 20 bucks a share. No dang way. 2027, we could be talking $1.50 a share profit. 2028, $2 to $2.50 a share profit. This isn't going to be a $20 stock. It's not going to trade at 10 times earnings. It's going to trade at 40 times earnings. It's going to be a $100 stock by 2025, 26. I'm just talking about getting to 20 by the end of this year. I'm conservative on this. $7.86 right now. It's on sale. It's available. Limited time offer. GameStop up 6 cents. And Rocket Lab $4.15 right now. Everybody, let's have fun. Marcus, I actually got it at 410.001. It's okay. Nicely done on JR. I got him at 411. The big T, July 24, $5 are puts, 125. The sixes are up to 205. This is unbelievable. This is so unbelievable. You can write a $6 cash secured put on Rocket Lab for July and get 205 for it. You're buying it at $3.95 a share. The fives at $1.25, you're paying $3.75 a share between now and July. If the stock doesn't go down there and you don't get exercised, keep the $1.25 or keep the 205. So you put up $600 and get $200 back. That's 33% on your money by July. You either keep the cash or you get the stock cheap. Hello. If the stock hits $5-6 here in between now and July, those puts are worthless. Keep all the money. Oh my gosh. Gilded Bagel, JJ, thanks. I got more enthusiastic about every day. I'm going to be a Gilded Bagel cultist real soon. Constantine, Uncle Bruce, would you please find in your wisdom the time to guide an idiot like myself on how to buy a stock like Sofi, for example, when you have a chance of money? For example, 15 grand. What? Waste all at once? Break? How? What? Where? Do I waste it all a smaller chunks and buy different days in the dip? What is your strategy on this? I bought 1,500 shares the other day when it was at 9. I could have bought more when the stock is dropping. Look, if you're a long-term investor, it doesn't matter. It doesn't help that the stock dips the day after you buy it, but you're a long-term player, it doesn't matter. You've got cash lying around, write some cash secured puts. Write puts, write $8, $9 cash secured puts while you're buying the stock and take cash in. Use that to write more puts and leverage it up that way too. Parker rolled Rocket Lab $5 cash secured put from April into July for a net credit. I love this game. Brian Constantine, why don't you use half the money to buy the shares, the other half for cash secured puts? What was I just saying? David Duff, buying class number 4 today. Good stuff, Uncle Bruce. I'm learning about this. This is unbelievable. There are 17 classes that I put out for all these folks here. Most of these members were in the classes live when I did them. And we've had hundreds of viewers who come in here and who are now watching these classes whenever they like off of my website, stockmarketswithbrutes.ca. It's right there. Picking up the classes and learning how to write options. You can write options on stock you don't own. If you want to write options on NVIDIA, you can't afford to pay $600 plus a share for NVIDIA, you can write options on NVIDIA. They're called credit spreads. Have you got $1,000, $2,000, $5,000? You can write 1, 2, 5 credit spreads on these shares. You've got to know how it's done. You've got to understand the implications of it. You have to understand the logistics of it. You have to understand the psychology of the option player. You have to understand the other side of the trade. There's what you want to do, and then the other person who's against you, what do they want to do? You have to understand their mentality and why are they doing the opposite of what you're doing. This will help you be a smarter, better trader, and you will learn to be a much more detail-oriented and deadly sniper when it comes to writing options. You're going to make nothing but money, and you'll have a few friends at the same time, but you'll make money. Take the classes one by one, start at number one, and move up from there. And then join these kids. Become part of this family right here. The professor is live on the air 5 days a week when the market is on 5 days a week. You can ask me questions about the class you watched last night. I'm here. You can't do that with very many other websites out there or any other, courses. And I'm not asking you to pay $5,000 up front for an options course. You can put $150 on the table for a class. And then when you're ready, you take the next class. In the meantime, you're writing options. You're bringing in 500 in premiums, 1,000 in premiums. That's paying for the classes while you're taking them. You're earning while you're learning. You got 17 classes to watch. It might take you 2 months, 3 months to watch them all. Great. Rewatch them all you want, whenever you want. Learn how this is done and become part of the gang of option writers. It works. We are not sponsored by anybody. Notice I don't have any corporate logos here. No one's paying me to say any of this stuff. It's just me and my 45 years of market experience just throwing it back at you. And away you go. Notice I don't trade. Notice I don't buy and sell stuff. I don't write options. I'm just the commentator. I'm the prof. I'm the color man. I'm Tony Romo. But I don't get $1 million a game like Tony does. Can you believe that? Tony Romo makes $1 million a game to be a color commentator. Jim Nantz makes $1 million a game. Think about that. What? Clay. Sofi, $7 puts are going for what, 45 cents? Not a bad idea for that price. Again, depending how far you want to write. The big T, I need to buy class number 2, but everything's on sale. Everything is on sale at the market. Sorry, Bruce. I see all the stocks are cheap. Constantine, Brian, I have 35 cash secured puts. I just wanted some shares. I just rushed and bought too much at once instead of buying in chunks in different days. I'm learning my lesson. Dude, Constantine, you can write puts and slowly roll them on monthlies, close in at 15 days, whatever you like. You can roll, you can roll and credit always if you're out of money. Savage of Wall Street, I need more SoFi. Alberto wrote 5 cash secured puts on Tesla. Premiums used to buy more SoFi. Yuppers, free shares. Thanks, Uncle B. You are the GOAT. Rock and roll, buddy. Constantine, only issue is SoFi stock is down. Cash secured puts are down now. Is just folding arms time. Hector, NASDAQ is up 90. Kind of a nothing burger. There you go. That's. And dude, you're no Tony Romo, Uncle Bruce, but you can eat ribs whenever you like. There you go. BW, you keep saying professor, so that means you'd wear a tweed jacket, possible Twitch, wire-rimmed spectacles, and need a pipe. Pip, pip, cheerio. There we go. I'm really just JR. A ka-ching, 45 gamblers. Just let me take a cool 10% gain in one day on SoFi options. Go, baby. Dude, get you a nice rack of ribs there. Brian, Constantine, you need to speak with Hybrid Duncan. He is the king when buying shares in lots with stink bids. Constantine, Brian, thanks. I will reach out to him. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Fun times. The Dow is up 24 points. It's slumping. It's giving up some ground here. What is happening? Are we giving up the gains now? We're 32 minutes in. Is this a dead cat bounce? Is this what I was talking to you about? Is this what's going on here? What's happening? What is this market doing? 781 on SoFi. We're down 3 cents. The S&P is only up 14. The NASDAQ's only up 85. We're giving up some ground here. Just what is happening? Oil up 66 cents or so at 76.51. All righty. AI down 22. The spiders are only up 160. The Qs are only up 124. They're backing off. SoFi down 2. GameStop down 3. Rocket Lab at 407.5. Stink bid time. Apple down up 89, but it's down from its high. Apple was as high as 185 185.60. We're at 185.29, giving up a bit of ground now. 185.36. I think it's earnings day today. Still up 96 cents. We got Enphase up $1.50. We have Advanced Micro down 96. Adobe up 340 at 621. They were up to 623. Netflix up 440. Nvidia's up $2. Tesla down 11 cents. We've got Owens Corning up a quarter. We've got Unity down 28. Google up $2. Moderna down $3. Cisco down 15 cents. Pfizer down 31. IBM up 128. HPQ down 12. Microsoft still having a good day, up 938. Recovery from yesterday's debacle. 406.96, the high of 407.59 so far on the session for Microsoft. Amazon is up 3. Home Depot down 32. Vanik down 55. Goldman is down 120. Boeing down 295. Facebook is 398 right now. It was up to 400. It's still up 890, recovering from yesterday's hit. Let's see. A Target up 108. JP Morgan down 134. Costco's up 150. Walmart up 99. Disney up 35 cents. American Airlines down 3 cents. AMC up a nickel, up 5 cents. And DraftKings up 3. Royal Caribbean down 70 cents. At the moment, that's what I got, with the Dow showing a 38-point gain, weaker than earlier today. Buy and sell waves coming through. Is this a dead cat bounce? Are we not getting enough volume to sustain an up move? Are we going to break down and go red again? And how far does it go? Is a red wave coming that's going to scare buyers away and create another wave of margin calls? I don't know that yet. We're here 35 minutes in. What can I say? There are bargoons out there that I'm watching and letting you in on, but the direction for minute to minute, we'll just stand by and watch it. Rocket Lab now 407.7, the low of 406, 11.5 million. And on SoFi, we're up again, +4, the low 776, now 787 on 15 million SoFi. In 35 minutes, 15 million SoFi. So still above normal on SoFi, no surprise there. Giddy up, everybody. Farmless, Tony Romo has never won anything. You have. You are superior to Tony Romo. Dude, Constantine, look at the historics on the old Yahoo Finance, and you can find previous lows to set your stinkiest bids. Marcus, Meta, Amazon, Apple report today after hours. Colton, would you just look at those deals? Opportunity knocks. What can we say? Cheers, everybody. Welcome to the party here. Enjoy your Twinkie. We're having fun here. What a day. JR, RSI on SoFi down to 19.8. We're turning around now, or a bounce. Who knows? We'll see. 14.24 on GameStop. We're green again on GameStop. Up a penny. We're up 3 on SoFi. Rocket Lab 406. Down 78.5 cents a share. This is a stink giveaway. Unbelievable. I can't believe how cheap this is. This isn't going to last, in my opinion. Dude, okay. Oh, another lovely day of shrinkage on my condors. Love the action on NVIDIA. $3.60. $360 credit on one condor. I barely rolled it. 1 day left. Shorts at profit $5.95. And no, the puts are $5.95. Calls are $6.40. Giddy up. NVIDIA is sitting right now at $619.84. He's in the middle. It's beautiful. Beautifully done. Really nice. Congratulations, those of you who have managed to do rollovers on your condors, your credit spreads. A number of you reached out to me on some of these positions you have. And some of you were able to pull these off, and I'm just proud of you as get up. Do not be surprised if the markets give up more ground. They might fight a little bit, but they might also give up some more ground. We'll see what happens. Rocket Lab 404, says Constantine. I got it at 402.5. Clay, I don't see SoFi going below 7. A small banking crisis. 780 is looking like the high or low to me. Well, 787 right now, up 4. That's where we're at on SoFi. Volume now on your SoFi is 15.3 million. Volume on Rocket Lab at 402 is 12.3 million right now. That's where we're at. The market cap of Rocket Lab, by the way, just to kind of give you some perspective here, it's $1.9 billion. This $275 million deal, it's really a $300 million senior note offering. That is a chunk of value added to the market cap. This is cash coming into the treasury of the company on a note that can be converted into stock if the company lets it, when it lets it, at higher prices. So this is adding a 15% premium to the value of the company. The stock is not reflecting anything of this. The market is completely clueless to this. What can I say? And the company is sitting on a couple $100 million as it is in cash. They're going to be cash rich. They're going to be sitting on about $500 million of cash, no debt other than the note, which can be converted into stock at higher prices. Yeah, I see upside here. BW Rocket Lab, after rereading the tea leaves, I use crayons on the charts. I'm thinking of putting my order in at 376. We'll see if she bounces there. Has support at 401. If that fails, 370 is our inbound. There you go. Again, I don't know. 403 right now, I do not know. 787 on SoFi. The Dow is up again, up 86, trying to do another rally. S&P up 28, NASDAQ up 138, trying to avoid a dead cat bounce scenario. But it's only been 39 minutes. It's got to show me a lot more than this. I got to see much higher levels than what we lost yesterday. Remember, the Dow dropped 300 plus points in 2 hours last night in the last 2 hours of trading. We're only up 96. We're not even getting back the losses of the last 2 hours. There's nothing to get excited about here at this point. This is concerning. It is concerning that the Dow and the S&P and the NASDAQ might give up these gains and slump during the afternoon, and another sell-off could come in. We've seen it all in the past. Why not again? We'll see what happens. Thank you all for being part of this familia today. It's great to have you in here. The thumbs up meter continues along. We're now at 182. We only need 18 more to hit 200. Thank you. 304 people have responded to the poll question today. 305 have now talked to us. 52% say SoFi will top $20 a share before the end of this year. That's the bottom line. By the end of this year, 52% of 305 people are saying, yep, she'll be over 20. 48% say no. So it's interesting. It isn't 10 for 1 either direction. It's a very interesting reaction here to this poll question. I invite you to take it. There's no charge for you to answer that poll question. See what you think about this, and let me know. Thanks again for thumbs ups, everybody. Coming in here for 200 very quickly today. Much appreciated. Only 12 away from 200 thumbs ups. Absolutely fabulous. I think it might be time, as it is almost every day, to acknowledge the fact that the only reason you guys are making the kind of money you're making, it's being handed to you hand over fist from all of the option players out there. It's the Knights of Me. I mean, who's kidding who around here? If you are more than a noob around here, you know the Knights of Me are the entire reason this market does as well as it does, because you do not disrespect the Knights of Me. If you haven't watched the movie Search for the Holy Grail, you're clueless as to what is really going on around here. And I pity the fool who doesn't know the power of the Knights of Me. You must open your window. You must yell at the top of your lungs, me, 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 so all your neighbors know you're crazy, and put those Knights of Me emojis up here immediately. If you're a member of this channel, you have access to the logos, the emojis, including the coveted Knights of Me logo emoji that you can pop up at your leisure. It is time to let the Knights of Me know we are aware of their awesome powers, and we don't mess with these guys. We know where our bread is buttered from. How about that? Giddy up, everybody. Thank you to Mandu number 5, D.H. Ruda, Larry Titus, White Feather, Nico Nose, Constantine, here come the emojis, splares here. Take my knee emojis. JR, boom, 776 SoFi stinkers just hit another 200. This is fun. I'm stealing this paper. Hector, neat, 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 deep value, neat, 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 Splayer, neat, neat, Richard Garland, neat, neat, neat. Here they come, kids. Every other channel is going, what are they doing over there? JR, neat, D.H. Ruda, Uncle Bruce, it's raining in San Diego. That nice chat might be viewed as a rain dance. Splayer, neat, neat, D.H. Ruda, neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. Thank you all so much for being here and helping us honor the Knights of Neat. You don't mess with these guys. They can make life miserable for you. Just watch the movie and you'll see for yourself. We're not kidding. Hector, neat. Parker, neat, neat, neat. He's in there. Hey, Parker has joined the knee attack right there. All the noobs are here with the knee emoji attack. Option Nomads, neat, 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 neat. Absolutely. We're not kidding. We mean it. We are serious about making money around here. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Neat. Or you're just asking for it. John, thank you. Flint Creek, thank you as well. They're coming in from all over the world, from Europe, from Asia, from Canada, the USA, the Caribbean, South America, wherever. They're coming in here. Those who know the Knights of Knee are all powerful. Giddy up, kids. $7.78 on SoFi. $4 on Rocket Lab. How about that? Bargoon City at $4 a share. 15 million traded on Rocket Lab. Absolutely insanity. How a company that has just been adopted by Wall Street. This is what the market doesn't get. They don't understand it. The stock has just been adopted as one of their own on Wall Street. Institutional investors have just bought up $275 million of a private placement senior note offering from Rocket Lab, and the market is down. It's just it shows me the stupidity that is reigning supreme out there. This stock is going to be now hyped up by all these analysts. Watch for it. Just watch for it. Key West this morning, Rocket Lab buy rating, $8 target price, double the price of where we are right now. Watch out. Just mark my words. There you go. Brian, another analyst, has a sell rating today on SoFi, price target of $4. Unbelievable. A joke. Parker, today is merely a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. The big T, I'll buy it for all you want. J-Boy, Mandu number 5. I have to know. Is it pronounced Mandu or Mando? How do you like it? Melvin, neat. There you go. Thank you all and welcome all. 777. Sevens are wild. 777s on your SoFi. Limited time offer. Rocket Lab, $4 and half a penny right there. What can I say? The Dow's up 120. It's the high of the day, I think. S&P's up 28. NASDAQ up 127. Is there a real buy wave happening today, or is this going to pan out as a dead cat bounce? Is this a 1 hour, 2 hour fireworks show, and then it's all over, and the smoke blows away, and there was no evidence of the celebration at all, and here we come with the sells? This happened yesterday in the last 2 hours. The sell-off yesterday came in late. Sure, Powell spoke. We know there are not going to be 6 interest rate cuts. That's official now. There can't be. We're probably talking maybe 4, probably none. Let's see what's going on here. Higher interest rates for longer is the thinking, I think. Anyway, read it in Spanish, says Mando. Vilbus, number $4 SoFi target. Makes me think SoFi stole his girlfriend or something like that. Somebody said something to his girlfriend. Armando, says Mando. Armando number 5. Love it. Welcome to the party, pals. Glad to see you all here today. Thanks for those of you picking up the classes on stockmarkswithbruce.ca. You're doing yourself a favor. You're helping this YouTuber. Of course, we put those classes out there for a reason, so I don't have to explain how options work every show. The option knowledge that you are gathering up on 17 lessons lets us talk about what's happening here and how dollars are rolling into people's hands because they are scooping up these contract dollars that are just being handed to them left, right, and center. Giddy up, everybody. Way to go, David. Picking up lesson number 8. Well done, buddy. Way to go, pal. Jenna was here. Jonas was here. Scott, Melvin, Sean, Gavin, David, Nick, all kinds of people. Earl, Billy, Riley, Alton, Nick, Scott, Justin. The names just keep coming. Sven was here last week. Mike, who else? Kimberly, George, Ian, who else? Name after name. Gilded Bagel, of course. Corinne, Scott, Duncan, on and on. Eric, TH, some of these names I can't pronounce. Roy is here. Class buyers. So these are just class buyers in the last couple of weeks. Sherry, and alt again and again and again. And so congratulations, class takers. Make your moves. If you're not getting your links working for you, you make a purchase of a class and it's not clicking through properly, then let me know after the show's over. I'll address it for you and try to help you out. Okay, don't worry about that. We'll get it figured out. You're going to be fine, and we'll get you rolling without question. Those of you who want to become part of the Discord group, send me a private email, and I'll get you looked after on that. We'll get you links set up there. Okay, welcome all to the party here at the Stock Markets with Bruce channel, where people here are making money by writing options and picking up bargains. $3.93 on your Rocket Lab. Deals abound on Rocket Lab. It blows my mind. GameStop 14.16 down 6. SoFi 7.76 down 7. Rocket Lab 393.5 right now is where we're at. Okay, everybody. Good morning, all from Juan. Welcome all to the show, the Party Pals. We're glad to have you. There are deals to be had here. Rocket Lab and SoFi, without question, are on mega sale. 17.6 million traded on Rocket Lab now, and on SoFi at 775 last trade. The volume is 19.3 million in 40 minutes. That's what we have going on in the first 40. This should be an interesting session, to say the least. The low on Rocket Lab, 393. Why people are selling at 393 is a mind blower. These guys are getting hundreds of millions of dollars of orders to launch satellites into space from outfits whose checks don't bounce. Space agencies from around the world, militaries, corporate clients, they're up to here in business, and it's going up to here. The margins are improving. They just raised $275 million to expand their production of rockets and satellites to get them into space sooner and faster, to grow that cash flow and the ultimate earnings per share. Stock is down to 393, 392. It's ridiculous. It is just a disconnect from reality. I can't help these people. I obviously, no matter what I say, I can't help them. They're not hearing it from here about what's going on. Why someone wants to sell Rocket Lab at $392 a share, I can't fathom it. I cannot fathom why they would want to do that. I just throwing away money. But then again, look, opportunity knocks. Someone's going to throw it at you. Why don't you catch it and say thank you? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll wait it out. I'll take it down here off you. Don't worry about it. We'll buy it. This channel will take up all the Rocket Lab, all the cheap SoFi. Thank you very much. These companies are going into profit mode. SoFi's already there. Rocket Lab is going to be next. Smart Rent's coming. Matterport's coming. It's okay. We'll take it. It's no problem. It's fine. I'll tell you what. We'll buy the stock off you at $392, and then you can buy it back from us at $23.92. How about that? Would you like that? Would you feel better owning Rocket Lab at $23.92? I'm sure I could find some for you at that point. Or I can write options and offer you some stock at those prices. We'll figure it out. CC, where do I find the Discord link? Fire me an email, and I'll send you the link info you need. Luca, neat. There you go. The knee emoji attack continues, honoring the Knights of Knee. The poll question keeps getting respondents. Thank you all for joining in. Taking a look here, 194 thumbs ups, by the way. We're only 6 away from 200. 315 people now have responded. SoFi shares will top $20 a share by the end of this year. 52% saying yes. We're at 777. 48% say no. Well, what if it only goes to $19.99? Would you still be happy if you bought it at $777 and went to $19.99 and it didn't go to $20? Would you be okay with that? I don't know. Thank you all for these thumbs up. 6 away from 200. Thank you again. Number 195 just came in, 5 away. That is beautiful stuff. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's nice to see you all here. Oh my goodness, it's been a hard morning today. I'll tell you, I'm working today trying to guide you guys. It's going to be a fun time when we compare notes down the road a little bit here, and we talk about. You remember when Rocket Lab was under $4? Could you believe it? I can't believe it. And when we talk about how SoFi broke 10 and then went down under 8, and it was 777. We're going, can you believe how cheap that was and how easy it was to write those cash secured puts for those ungodly premiums? Oh my God, they gave that money away. I'm looking forward to these days, and I don't think we're waiting long. I really don't think so. Congrats, everybody, and well done on how you've made your moves today, and keep up the good work. The rewards are just around the corner. I don't know. There you go. 196 on the thumbs ups meter. Thank you all for that. Keep them coming in. We're going for 200 plus. Those watching on the rerun, thank you guys. I know you're going to hit that thumbs up button for us. Hopefully 250, 300 might be in our future today. There you go. What can I tell you? Looking at Matterport, we're actually up a nickel right now. 23andMe is up 4.5 cents today, believe it or not. We've got Spire up 3. We've got Smart Rent up 3.5 cents, back to 298, 299. Apple's up $1.50. Goldman down 140. Cisco's off just 8 cents. Tesla down 26. Arc Innovation's up 35. Microsoft up 919, hanging around 406.80. Pfizer down a quarter. HPQ down 15 cents. We got Alphabet up $1.50. That's Google. Amazon up 278. Nvidia up $6. Unity down 36 cents. AI down 41. Adobe up 531. The Spiders are up 249. The Qs are up 250. Netflix up 511. IBM up 153 again. Meta up 883. Vanik up 13. Home Depot up 50 cents. Enphase up 76, and Palantir up 16 cents at 16.25. That's what's going on right now on this market. Ford has an all-new Explorer. It isn't electric. Too bad for Ford. It was a nice company while it lasted, but as the public slowly shifts and then quickly shifts to EV, Ford and GM and Chrysler will pay dearly for screwing it up yet again with short-sighted objectives for gasoline car sales. It is going to cost these American automakers dearly. They're going to miss the party. They're going to be behind the 8 ball. Billions needed. They don't have it. They won't have it. Eventually, the market will throw in the towel on some of these guys. They are just blowing it. And the future is electric without question. The future on homes, roofs are solar panels. Wind farms are the way to go. You have to invest today for the long term to get the reward. But there are so many investors out there have an 8-second attention span. Elected officials have only got an attention span until the next election. They have no plans for future anything but their own immediate futures at the cost to society, unthinkable cost to the environment and to society and to jobs. And that's the saddest part about it. The millions of jobs that have been created by wind, solar, and all the spin-offs from that is unbelievable. There are countries out there taking advantage of this and going for it, especially in Europe. They're going to win. They are going to win the game at the end of the day. And those in the coal and gas and oil and The businesses from the 18 and 1900s are going to be left behind wondering what happened to all the prosperity. But what can I say? I can only say what I can say so many times, and I have to move on. I have to just keep going. I don't know. I just don't know what else to say about it. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'm glad you're here. He needs 3 more thumbs up, says CC. 1, 392, Bruce, 391 now, Rocket Lab. At some point, someone a few years ago made a decision to believe in NVIDIA and bought 20,000 or 30,000 shares at 5 or 6 or 3, and today they're multimillionaires. They didn't listen to those analysts. That's right. That's right. Savage Wall Street. As for AVs, Tesla revenue are leaps and bounds ahead of others. Splair. All right. After absorbing today's news, I consider to go to the finish to the last task for today. Have a good and relaxed day, everybody. Savage Wall Street. It's now all about the battery and whoever has access to lithium. Apparently, lithium is now coming out of the Salton Sea. 35 miles from here, the Salton Sea is awash in a huge amount of lithium. I mean, supplies for the planet just over here. They have figured out how to extract lithium from the seabed of the Salton Sea, which is massive. Not just today's Salton Sea, but the entire former footprint of the entire Salton Sea. There's so much lithium over there. You cannot believe it. It's a story that has come out, but has not yet been absorbed by the public to any big extent. But you're going to hear much more about it. Flint Creek, learning the dark side of solar and wind. It's not all pretends to be. I'm all for green energy. Do not worry. Do not worry, my friend. We have already polluted the world with the petroleum and with the natural gas and coal for hundreds of years. This new wave is going to make things so much better. So much better. You just gotta don't get sucked into the argument of the fossil fuel industry. They are good. They are very good. Okay, twist my arm. I'll buy more. Rocket Lab says, dude, JR, I've got friends who worry about the small amount of silver iodide from the chemtrails, but ignore the massive amount of pollution put into the air by gas-powered vehicles. It's incredible, Flint. You can't imagine the impact of solar farms on the environment. Vilbus can't make solar and wind power possible without fossil fuels. Savage of Wall Street, we're going to need 10 million metric tons a year soon. Folks, buy Tesla. JR, Flint Creek, there are a lot of naysayers out there spreading FUD about green energy. Don't believe it. It's all right. Europe is going full bore over to solar and just in time, and wind energy. Just in time as Russia cuts off oil and natural gas sales to Europe. Just in time. It's the future, Marty. It's the future. What can I say? Samuel, everyone complains when it goes down. Laugh out loud. Complain when it hits 20. We right here make that premium money and continue to pull in the dough. Who cares says, I got to hit the road. Dang, a day job getting in the way again. Have a good day, everybody. Bobby, I wonder if Peter Beck comes in and buys up some shares in the coming weeks on Rocket Lab. Dude, love the channel, Climate Town on YouTube. They go a lot of it, plus Planet of the Humans document, whatever. White Feather, have a good day, gang. Flint, I live in an area where we're all about organic and clean until you have it in your back seat. You don't know. There you go. The BW Spider call put ratio is heavily leaning to the put side. Calls may not have the power to drive it back up. End of the day, sell off again as possible. Bearish undertones, but market makers do what benefits them the most. Exactly. We may see a pullback in this market later today. It's only been an hour. The dead cat bounce may be in full flight here. And from here, we drop off. I do not know if this is enough buying to move this market higher. I don't know. 122 on the Dow, 28 on S&P, 128 on the NASDAQ. We're not getting the losses back from last night. We're not back yet. We're still down from yesterday at noon hour right now. We're lower. There's not a recovery yet. Where is it? Why isn't it? What can I say? Sofi, 774, down 9. Rocket Lab, 391 at the moment, down 93 cents. The low of the session, 390. 19.8 million Rocket Lab. We have Sofi, Total volume now 22.6 million. It's the first hour. AI down 38. GameStop unchanged, holding its own. Apple up 150. Enphase up 93. AMD down 6. Adobe up $7. Netflix up 540. Nvidia up 850. Are these dead cat bounce quotes? Do these stocks, can they hold these gains, or will they give them up because of lack of commitment and volume behind the 8 ball? What's going to happen? Tesla down 44 right now. Unity down 31. Google up $1.18. Moderna down $2.94. Cisco up 4 cents. Pfizer down 28. IBM up 180. HPQ down 9. Microsoft up 8.97. Amazon up $2.89. Home Depot up $1.08. Vanik up 60 cents. Goldman up $1, down $1.08. Boeing down $2.30. Meta up $9.50. Target up $1.80. JP Morgan down $1.78. Costco up $4.50. Walmart up $1.70. Disney up $43. American Airlines down 12 cents. AMC up 6 cents. DraftKings up 3 cents. And Royal Caribbean down $1.46. That's what I see here at the moment. Where are we at? We're going to find out. What can I say? Dude, in Germany, they have it right. It seems like here it's shoe before foot. Never thinking, just spending money. No DD. Reminds me of the stock market. I know that it was incredible to us, Jennifer and I, last summer when we were in London. Electric cabs showing up everywhere. In Copenhagen, electric vehicles everywhere. Stockholm, Benzes, taxis, brand new electric Benzes everywhere. It was really something. And we're talking about Stockholm, where you have, 5 hours of daylight in the dead of winter and 20 hours of daylight in summer, all going electric. City of 3 million people. Amazing, really amazing. Electric trams, electric vehicles, electric subway systems. Yeah, Europe is over there, man. They are so ahead of us. We look like rank amateurs. We're like the old West. We are so far behind the times. My God, the world is leaving us in the dust. Richard Carlin, 20 million traded on Rocket Lab, Bruce. What can I say? It is what it is. Folks, I'll be watching this all day. I'm on it. You're on it. Let's keep this all going. Thank you all for your phenomenal support today. The thumbs up meter has been watched here all day long. We are now sitting at 207 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome with that. 327 people have hit the poll question. We've got 53% versus 47%. Yes, saying shares of SoFi will be over $20 a share by the end of this year. 53% of 328 are saying, yeah, absolutely. There you go, kids. There's the poll question. We'll see how it plays out. Thank you all so very much. Giddy up all. Keep the faith. Pick up the deals. Get those cash secured puts written. You have a limited time offer at these cheap prices with these high premiums. Take the return of 20 and 30% on your money right now. Take that return. It's just being handed to you. Do rollovers of put contracts further out for more money and write even more of them. Yes. Take your shot. These companies are winners, and you're going to do just fine. In the meantime, keep an eye on the big market. Let's see how it performs. The dead cat bounce might be the deal today. We just don't seem to want to take off in a big way. It's vulnerable to a pullback. We'll see how it plays out. Thank you all for your encouragement, your support, everything. You know I love you. Jen loves you, and we'll keep you posted on how we're doing, and we'll keep an eye on this market. And for sure, we'll see you tomorrow morning, no question, but you might see more of me later today. Keep an eye on the channel. We'll try to keep you posted. Go SoFi, go Rocket Lab, get rich, kids. And thanks for joining me. Have a good one. See you later from Palm Desert, California. Goodbye for now.